Okay. All right, so okay, so I'm gonna put this piece of clay off to the side, okay? And then okay, so I'm gonna roll this out. Okay, I'm gonna get the dowels. Okay, so when you come into the classroom today, okay, there's multiple stations with a rolling pin and dowels. Okay, and then you're gonna grab and a needle tool. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab one of these pre-cut circles. Okay, and then you're gonna roll it out. Okay, you're gonna roll it out so that you can get a base out of the circle. Okay. All right, so now once that's done, okay, this demo is for Thursday, okay? So you're gonna need to do this on Thursday. I'm sorry, for today, you're gonna roll this out, but the coil, you're gonna go ahead and, okay, so you're gonna grab your pre-cut slab of clay. You're gonna roll it out. Okay, the thickness of your dowel is about 1/4 of an inch, okay? So the reason why we keep this to the side, the left and the right side of the clay is so that when we roll it with a rolling pin, okay, it's the same height on both sides, the left and the right, okay? So you're gonna go and roll this out here. Okay, actually I'm gonna roll it this way. Okay, so this is gonna be my piece of clay that I'm gonna cut it out from. Okay, so okay, before you cut it out, you gotta lift it off the board, roll it again. Okay, lift it. Okay, the reason why we lift it because we don't want the circle to stick to the board. Okay, once you cut it out, you're gonna go and grab a paper, a circle, and you're gonna place it on top. You're gonna grab a circle, and you're gonna place it on top. Okay, and then you're gonna get your needle tool. You're gonna get your needle tool to you guys, if you have any questions, can you please just unmute yourself because I have clay all over my hands and it's very hard for me to read in the chat. Okay, so our goal is to do this, okay? To cut out a base. So you're gonna get a needle tool. You're gonna go and get a needle tool and you're gonna cut it out. Just go around the edges until you go all the way around. Okay, the extra clay is going to go in a bag with all the scraps, okay? Okay, so you're going to lift this off the board. This is extra. And you're going to put it off to the side. Okay, so put the pin, the dowels off to the side. Okay, and now you're going to get a paper plate. Okay, this paper plate is for you to put the circle on. So you can rotate it as you add the coil, okay? So now, all right, so that's your base. Now we're gonna have to cut out clay to make the coils, okay? So I've already pre-cut this. So I'm gonna show you how to make a wire cutter. So obviously, okay, these wire cutter, we only have one class set. One long one and one shorter one. So I'm going to show you how to make one at home using dental floss and 2 pencils, okay? All right, so we're going to be creative and resourceful. Okay, so all right, so you're going to take a pencil. See if we can find a pencil here. You guys sit tight. All right, hang on. I gotta get a pencil. Hang on, I need to get a pencil. Okay. What you need to do is get a pencil, and it doesn't have to be a brand new one. It could be a used one that you're using, but make sure it's kind of long so you can break it in half. Okay, and you gotta turn that into your wire cutter. Okay, so you're gonna take your pencil, you're gonna snap it in half at the middle. Okay. Okay. You're gonna snap it in half, and then you're gonna turn this into a wire cutter. Okay, you're gonna grab dental floss. Okay, and then you're gonna wrap it around each end, and you're gonna tape it in place. You're gonna tie a knot and also tape it in place. Okay, so to do that, basically you're gonna wrap it. You're gonna wrap it around your coil, actually your pencil. Okay, and then you're gonna do a double knot. Okay, and then you're gonna take tape and you're gonna tape it down. Okay, tape all the way around. Okay, and then the extra scrap, just use it for the end. Okay, and then tape this down so it keeps it, eliminates all the rough, sharp edges. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side, okay? So you're gonna take this, you're gonna wrap it around your pencil. Okay, and you're gonna tie a knot, double knot. Okay, double knot. Once, twice. Okay, and then you're gonna tape it down in place, okay? Okay, and then you're gonna take the extra scrap and you're gonna tape it down at the end to cover all the sharp edges, okay? All right, so now you just created a nice wire cutter at home, okay? So now with this, okay, you're gonna have pre-cut slabs of clay. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and take your wire cutter. Okay, if it's too long, you can wrap it around. Okay, and then basically you're gonna use this to cut your clay. Okay, you see that? All right. I have 2 wire cutters. Okay, so now what you're gonna do with that extra slab of clay is you're gonna go ahead and turn this into a coil. You're gonna turn this into a coil like this. And I'm gonna show you how to do it in just a second. Okay, so you're gonna take your clay. Okay, you're gonna stretch it out. Okay, try not to make it too thin. You're gonna stretch it out. Squeeze it and stretch it out. Okay. Okay, this is gonna get pretty big, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this in half. Okay, I'm gonna put this off to the side. I'm gonna put this off to the side and I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna start out with 2 hands. Okay, until it gets to about maybe a half an inch. I'm gonna switch to just 1 hand. Okay, I'm stretching the clay out as I'm rolling. Okay, so okay, let me get rid of this. I'm like stretching the clay out as I'm rolling. So I'm gonna stretch it this way. Okay, you got to be careful so it doesn't break. And then once it gets really thin to the point where it's getting close to about a 1/4 of an inch. A 1/4 of an inch is the same thickness as your dowel. Okay, so you want the height to be about a 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so you're gonna roll it. Okay, so roll it. Once you get pretty close to about 1/4 inch, roll it back and forth. Okay, so if it gets too long, you can cut it off. Okay, and then like I said, I want to roll it. I want to roll it until it gets to about a 1/4 of an inch. Okay. Okay, so this should be enough to cover the circumference of my circle. Okay, now you're ready to score and slip. Remember, score is adding grooves onto your clay, and then you're gonna add slip just by using water. Okay, where's my water? Okay, so you don't have to mix up. You just got to get water. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go and score the edge of the circle and half of the coil. Okay, so you're gonna take your needle tool. Okay, also you're not gonna have access to it at home. What you can do is just grab another pencil and use a pencil and then just score the edge of your circle. Okay, so you're gonna rotate this around. Okay, so you can actually use this. No, you gotta use the edge of your pencil. So, so I'm gonna score this. And rotate, rotate, rotate. Okay, and then now I'm gonna put this aside. I'm gonna score half of my coil. Okay, so take this. Okay, I'm gonna go this way, and once I get to the end, I'm gonna go the opposite direction, okay? Okay, this will allow you to attach the coil to the top, to the edge of your circle. Okay, so now, once you do that, you're gonna dip your finger in water, just run it along the grooves. Okay, just add it to the top of this. Okay, and then you're gonna go ahead and slowly, slowly work your way around, okay? Okay, so with any extra space that you have, you can go and cut it out. You're gonna be getting a toothpick, sorry, not a toothpick, but a popsicle stick when you come into class today to pick up your materials. Okay, you're gonna cut it at an angle. Okay, and this angle will overlap the other coil. Okay, so like I said, try not to force it down. Just get extra extra clay, and just fill in just that empty space. Okay, so now once you add it, see how there's a little bit of negative space there? Just take the extra clay from the coil and fill in that space. Okay. Okay, so now what you need to do is take your popsicle stick, and then you're gonna fuse. Okay, remember in ceramic, adding two pieces of clay together, it's called fusing. So we're gonna fuse this together. Okay, we're gonna go and fuse the edges together. Okay, be careful with this because you don't want to bend it. Okay, you want to make sure it's nice and flat. Okay, you want to fuse this together. Okay, and then you can grab your clay. and just kind of roll it out and attach it to the top, okay? Okay, and then go ahead and roll it through. Okay, this is how you smooth it out, okay? You're going to add more clay. Smooth it out. Oops. Try not to be careful to push it in, okay? Yeah, this is too much clay. Let me take some of this off. Okay, so go ahead and okay, just add more clay. Okay, you need to do for the outside as well as the inside of the coil, okay? So, okay, so once you add the clay to it, okay, you can smooth it out by adding water to it. Okay. Okay, this will allow you to smooth it out. Yeah, there's still grooves on the clay on the side of the wall. Okay, just get more clay and just fill it in. Okay. All right, so you did that for the outside. Now you're gonna go and do the same for the inside. So I would take a piece of coil and just roll it out. And you need just enough to cover up the grooves on the inside of your clay, actually inside of your coil that's attached to the base, okay? So we're gonna get clay to fill this area in. So I'm gonna roll this out, put this aside, I'm gonna roll this out. Okay, so I'm gonna roll this out, roll this out. Okay, and then I'm gonna go and attach this to the negative space on the inside of the coil. Okay, so I'm gonna fill this in. Okay, I'm gonna take all the, okay, so take this and just fill it in. Remember, the reason why you want to hold your hand on the outside, because you want to push the wall too far out, okay? So you want to reinforce it with the palm of your hand, okay? So you don't push it too far out, okay? So you want to hold it, rotate. Okay, remember, okay, on okay, on Friday, I'm going to show you how to make a rubber smooth tool using a plastic, empty plastic card at home. Okay, so now I just successfully made a base with the first coil attached to my base. Okay. You guys see that? All right, there you go. And then on Friday, I'm gonna show you how, okay, this is a rubber rib tool, okay? Hang on. All right, so this is a rubber rib tool. So we don't have enough for everyone to take home, but we're gonna improvise. We're gonna make one on Friday using out of, if you have an old Starbucks card, okay, you can use that. So what you're gonna do with this is, okay, remember the rubber rib tool, the purpose of this tool is to smooth out your area. So you're gonna take this and you're gonna run it along the outside edge of your vase. So I'm gonna hold it at an angle. I'm gonna go and pull off some of that clay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pull off that clay. I'm gonna smooth out my wall, okay? I'm gonna pull off that clay, keep on going. Okay, I'm removing all the excess clay on the outside wall of the base and the coil, okay? All right, you see that now? I went ahead and remove all the extra clay and then just dip your finger in there and you can smooth it out. Okay. This is how they make pots during the ancient times. So anyhow, yeah, you're gonna go and continue doing that. The clay. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay, so notice it's really rough right here. So I'm gonna take my rib tool again and I'm gonna clean it up, okay? Okay, I'm gonna move all that extra clay. Okay, so this is how you build the wall, okay? In the next couple of days, I'm gonna show you how to make it narrow or wider, okay? So if you wanna make it wide, all you have to do is just attach along the outside and keep on building up, okay? But if you wanna make it narrow, you're gonna stack it on top, okay? If you wanna make it wide, you're gonna stack it along the outside. Make sure it's long enough to stack along the outside, and then you basically just stack it on top if you want it to be narrow, okay? Are we good? All right, so for those of you who are done, go ahead and work on, how much time do we have? 11:23. Okay, so we have to 11:38. For those of you who have your clay at home, just go ahead and use class time to attach your first coil to your base, okay? So both the first and the second coil will be due by the end of the period tomorrow. For those of you who have your clay, you can start it now. If you don't have your clay, what I want you to do is go online. I need you to go and to find at least 5 to 10 pictures with the times that it's remaining and submit it for your slide for Wednesday, okay? Any questions? So like I said, if you need to pick up your clay, like I said, make arrangements to come today after school. The time is from 3:15 to 4:30, okay? All right, you guys go ahead and go to work. I gotta clean up this area.
Mr. Nguyen.
Yes,
So wait, what do we do if we don't have the clay?
you're gonna find 10 picture samples of different vases, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Narrow, you want to find five narrow vases, five wide vases, or five of the ones with the really wide walls. Okay,
Mhm.
remember? Actually, hang on, let me try to share with something really quick. Okay, so I want you to, hang on, let me share a different screen. Stop recording.